Hi, my name's George, and today I'm gonna be showing you guys what it's like to shop at a fish store or a pet shop here in Korea. Our first stop is here at the Cheonggyecheong Pet Street, which has 30 to 40 different exotic pet and fish stores, all centrally located in one spot, so that if you need pets here in Seoul, this is usually the first place that you'll come.
It's the rainy season here in Asia. I'm still gonna do my best to show you guys around.
I'm telling you guys, there's animals in these pet shops that I've never seen anywhere else in the world.
Are you open?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, wow, look. We got some flower horns. How much for the flower horn? 70,000?
One.
So that's 50 US dollars. That's really cheap. So I would buy one at that price. Tons of different aquariums in here. These discus fish. We got a big koi tank. We got to see some koi. We've got a couple huge pangasis. These are really cool. These are black knifefish. Look at the way their bodies and their tails move. Little baby Oscars in here. So they just told me that the shop has been here for 40 years. That's 40. I had to double check because that's absurd. This market and row of shops, it's been here for a long time. It has been on the decline recently from what I've heard.
Probably not all the fish get treated quite as well as they might normally in like a full retail pet shop. Definitely people have been coming here for a long time, and this is sort of the traditional way that people have bought pets here in Korea over the years.
Their store right here and in here. Oh my God. That is a chonup, which is a snakehead. They're super aggressive. They can actually walk on land. Now, these fish are illegal in America because they're very invasive. If they ever got released into the waterways, you would have big issues.
How much? 100,000. You could have that big snakehead for 71 US dollars.
We also have these little crayfish right here. These are really cool. Whoa, this one is super cool. He's like a huge purple crayfish. How much is this?
40.
Oh, 40,000. 28 US dollars. He's trying to eat me.
This is my YouTube.
Oh.
Like and subscribe.
All of these shops look really small from the outside, but then like once you enter them, they turn into a maze inside that goes really deep. I do hate to see these fish. These are painted glass fish.
This is the kind of stuff I was talking about that unfortunately will exist in these kinds of markets.
All right, it finally stopped raining. And I guess this is the wood store. Endless amount of driftwood.
Endless amount of driftwood you can use to scape your aquarium.
Just throw a bunch of driftwood in a store and you're in business.
An aquarium graveyard right here.
This one should be interesting.
Oh, this is the goldfish store. Got goldfish in pond, tanks full of goldfish. Wow. I'm assuming this may be like a wholesaler. Right here we've got guinea pigs and I think different kinds of rodents. We've got birds. Wow, some beautiful birds. More birds. We've got bunnies down here. Wow, I have no idea what this is. It looks like a mix between a chicken and a parrot. Here's another one that's more of like a yellow color. What on earth is this? Someone in the comments drop down below. And then in this bin, we actually have hedgehogs. 50,000 won, 35 US dollars would get you a hedgehog. Another aquarium shop, let's check it out. Got a huge arowana right here. All right, there's just tanks everywhere. This is more of what I'm used to here in Asia. Hello. So many cool fish. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. Craziest fish yet is right here. This is a ginormous red dragon Asian arowana. Look at this absolute beast. Then we got some stingrays in here, black and white stingrays. How much is the arowana? How much? 7 million Korean won. That would be 5,000 US dollars.
And we got another arowana down here. This looks like it's like maybe a chili red arowana.
YouTube. Like and subscribe. He's sleeping. Oh man, so this shop is full of these like old school aquariums. These are like the metal bar braced aquariums. Lots of just different like freshwater fish in here, like guppies, platies. Oh my god, it is guppy season
In this tank.
This is clearly where people come to buy small fish in bulk. Look at the amount of
Tetras. 2 tanks full of just cardinal tetras.
All right, this one is called Amazu. Guys, we got some huge turtles. These are Mexican giant musk turtles. And this is a pair, a male and a female right here. And together they go for 3,600,000 won, about 2,600 US dollars. Apparently this pair is 27 years old. Dude, this is a gray or black scaled skink. Another really cool terrarium. This one's got poison dart frogs. Look, even more terrariums. See what's in this one? Something very expensive. I think it's a chameleon. And down here it gets even crazier. We got green tree frogs. The most expensive frog in here, 500 US dollars. Reptile madness continues. Are these even real? Dude, those are not real. They are. I thought those were toy frogs for a second. Those are insane. 107 US dollars each. The way they're all just like perched together, this is the craziest amphibian I've ever seen. Look at this red and white striped tree frog. Is that real? Oh my God, it is real. I was honestly questioning myself for a moment there. This whole setup too is just like crazy. This might have just convinced me that I need to start keeping tree frogs. I love this. We just got tons more exotic reptiles. If each one of you could save me 15% or more, I think I would get free car insurance. It seems like these bins are full of different kinds of snakes. Oh wow, yeah, they're pretty big snakes. It's like a red and white snake. But what is it? They're from Africa? Squirrel. Oh, it's a pygmy squirrel from Africa. Wow. Look at that thing. Do you see him? Whoa. Dude, what is this?
Tokay gecko.
Tokay gecko?
뭐라고 해야 되나?
Wow. That looks like a little dinosaur. You can get that crazy gecko for 150,000 won, 107 US dollars, dude. I would literally buy a setup for that thing right now. Okay, he's taking out the scorpion. Whoa, no. Oh, wow. Baby geckos. They lay these eggs, huh? Wow. I've never seen an animal like that in my life.
지금은 없다고 해줘.
So this one is 1,600 US dollars. Dragons are real. Dude. What? Wow. That's wild.
마다가스카르.
They're all from Madagascar. Crazy selection of exotic frogs. What is this one? It's so ugly.
못생겼대.
So in here we have an axolotl. It's kind of an interesting gold color. Now these are so super cool. These are newts. They're salamanders like an axolotl. They're related, kind of. We have a whole section full of newts. I've never seen newts in an aquarium shop like this or anywhere before. But of course, so many of these actually come from over in this part of the world. What are these? Oh, thank you. Candy. Thank you. Talk about kid in a candy store.
마지막으로 보여주고 끝내야겠다.
Last one.
Last one. They saved the best for last. These remind me of like saltwater fish. 800,000 won.
One pair.
571 US dollars for the pair. Wow. All right, so our next fish store in my local pet store tour here is gonna be in a slightly different district, located just outside of the major city, Seoul. Shop is called Aqua Forest. We're gonna be checking out their freshwater stuff first. I chose this shop because it had the best reviews out of all of the places I could find here in Korea. Let's go check it out. Wow. This video is sponsored by Rocket Money.
Most Americans think they spend about $62 a month on subscriptions, but get this, the real number is close to 300. Thankfully, I started using Rocket Money. They found a bunch of subscriptions I'd forgotten all about and then helped me cancel the ones I didn't want anymore. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you by up to 20%. All you have to do is submit a picture of your bill and Rocket Rocket Money takes care of the rest. They'll deal with customer service for you. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of 500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/coralfish12g.
All right, so there's clearly a ton of really cool things to see in this store, so I'm gonna try to cover it all. I'm very overwhelmed just looking at the amazing selection they have. Let's just start right here. So these little fish that you can see schooling are the Hemigrammus blairii. Those are the fish that Heiko Blair discovered and named. You got these bonsai trees available for sale. Wow, look at these two turtles. So these are diamondback terrapin turtles, and they are super friendly. Look at them. Wow. The shop owner just told us that they go for 2,500,000 Korean won, which is, if I'm doing my math right, $2,000 US each.
High quality.
Yeah,
High quality.
they're very high quality. These are my new favorite turtles, and I absolutely want one. We got two more chilling up here. This is really cool how they built this ledge so that they can jump into this big old fish tank right here. Here on the desk, we've got this absolutely adorable little jar aquarium. Massive albino pleco. Look at those eyes. We got some cichlids. He's really pretty. A bunch of these really cool fancy goldfish. They're super colorful. And the one in particular that's standing out to me is that one right there, because that one is actually all of the colors of the South Korean flag. White, red, blue, and black. And always in Asia, there's a lot of symbolism. The white background represents purity and peace. The red and blue Taguk circle, I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. Koreans, you can roast me in the comments below. That's the cosmic force. And then the black bars represent the classic elements of sky, water, earth, and fire. Each of the fancy goldfish costs $35 US. Look how cute he is. Got a little mustache. So chubby. He's been eating good. Oh, look at these little baby turtles. Oh my God, these ones are so tiny. Do you see them? It's like Turtletopia. All right, over here, I'm seeing systems filled with little freshwater shrimp, little nano fish, bettas, tons of plants. Oh my God, I've never seen so many aquarium plants. These are really beautiful bettas. They have rainbow colored. They're like 20,000 won. 14 US dollars. Dude, this is nuts. So here in Korea, their currency is the Korean won. Relative to the US dollar, it's not doing super well right now. So what you're gonna be seeing likely is that a lot of the prices here in Korea are below American prices. Definitely not as cheap as what you might find in Southeast Asia, like Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, Indonesia, but maybe somewhere in between America and Southeast Asia. We should be able to find some pretty well-priced stuff. Some more potted plants. And here, these are like the classic, what you see in a lot of European shops. And then over here, wow, the platinum or white varieties, platinum angelfish, platinum discus, albino platinum white plecos. The prices are definitely a little bit higher. I'm seeing 40,000 won, 150,000, between 30 US dollars and about 100. And then over here in this tank, rainbow fish. I know all my freshwater scrubs out there love, love, love rainbow fish. And then we got this really big fat roseline shark. We got some itty bitty little baby goldfish. These ones are so cute. I'm definitely still waiting for Luke from Luke's Goldies to help me set up a goldfish tank so I can get into this side of the hobby. Luke is also coming to Aquashell. So if you want to meet some of your favorite creators like Luke's Goldies, Paul Cafaro, Brett Raymer from Tanked, I'll be there, of course, and tons of other awesome aquarists. Make sure to come to Aquashell. Ticket link down in my description below. Oh my God, they got a bunch of axolotls. Look at this. Oh my God, they're little teeny tiny ones. Oh, he's so cute. One of these little axolotls is about 15 US dollars. Over here, we got some small nano tank setups. Okay, so sometimes in these fish stores, to me, it's like the things that I never get to see that are the coolest. There's a teeny tiny little freshwater fish in here that's really cool. This little fish is called a clown killifish. Down here, we got some Fu, the flower horn tanks. Fu, if you're watching right now, drop a comment. I don't have an orange or a lemon or anything oddly shaped to feed these guys and watch them go to town on it. We got these water plants on top of the surface. These things just grow like crazy. And then down below, more freshwater shrimp. And in here, you got these little teeny tiny rasboras. These might be the smallest little fish in this shop. Looks like if you wanted to set up one of these small tanks yourself, they've got some cool options here. Guys, I'm still learning my plant species and trying to memorize them all, but George Farmer recently really helped me out by helping me remember that anything with round leaves are Rotala. Shout out George Farmer. This section is household aquarium ideas. I think tanks like this are super attractive because they're smaller, they're more manageable. Okay, so this is their guppy wall. They got a bunch of different varieties. These ones right here are multicolored with red and blue. Okay, these are all red guppies, $3.50 US each. Whoa, these ones right here are my favorite guppies that they have in the shop. They've got black bodies with fluorescent white tails. And then over in this tank, we got a whole village of moss balls. Everyone loves moss. Put it in a ball, now it's just cute. Look at these discus. This one right here is like the size of my face. You can get a baby for 20,000 Korean won, or you could get the full-sized version for $250 US. In these three tanks, we have really rare and specialized plecos. They're all hiding in these little pleco hotels. These plecos are absolutely beautiful. They have black and white stripes. So each of these plecos goes for $107. Can you believe it? These little tiny fish are selling for $100 each, and they've got a whole multiple racks of them. So up here we have the L236 pleco. They're kind of like a yellowish tiger striped pleco. These are the most expensive plecos and maybe the most expensive fish they have here in the shop. They're $285 US each. Down here we have their puffer fish, two big Fahaka puffers, and then on the right side we got all these little tiny pea puffer fish. So right next door, there's another building here, the saltwater side of the building. Now in here, even more aquariums, but these are all saltwater. Rows and rows of coral and fish in here. This is probably the coolest saltwater aquarium in this shop. It's this bonsai-like rock structure with green SPS coral encrusted and grown onto these branches. You also have these multicolored Montiporas. They're two corals that are different colors that they fuse together that are actually growing into each other to become one coral. A huge pair of clownfish. This is a massive tank full of toadstool corals. Toadstool corals are like these really cool mushroom corals that have tentacles that come out. This right here is a long tentacled toadstool coral. That's actually one of my favorite corals of all time. These are really sweet. 500,000 like this, that's correct. 360 for the big long tentacle toadstool coral. So over here they have a bounce mushroom. How much? 300,000. Okay, 214 US dollars. That's not actually bad at all for a bounce mushroom. Let's call these Korean porches. They are beautiful. Look at them, look at them. These are the types of corals that will convince you to get a saltwater tank because just look how cool and alien-like these creatures are. Just imagine getting to sit back and watch an aquarium full of these all day. Tangs, an emperor angelfish, absolutely beautiful. I don't see this fish in saltwater fish stores very often. They've got a bunch of them in here. If you're interested in keeping your own saltwater aquarium, I do have my own beginner saltwater aquarium kit available. It's on my website. It's a 15-gallon tank. You can keep a pair of 2 clownfish and an anemone and a bunch of corals in it. I curated it perfectly for beginners who are maybe coming over from freshwater, they're a little bit intimidated, or if it's just your first saltwater aquarium. I literally made this for you. So if you've always wanted to try saltwater, I'll leave a link down below to my beginner saltwater aquarium kit. It's a lot of fun and I highly recommend it if you're a little nervous or you've ever wanted to try saltwater. He just bought a dendro coral for 30,000 won, which is like 20 US dollars. This is my YouTube.
Oh, you're a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. You have superb style. I really like your hat.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, we're at our second location. I believe that translates to Animal Kingdom. You guys can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Let's go take a look inside this one. Whoa, that looks sweet. Really cool thing in Korea, a lot of retail stores and shops, their doors are like pushed to open. Whoa, right off the bat, we have this unbelievable drop-off reef tank. It's actually got everything. It's got soft corals, LPS, SPS, so then it drops off right here. This is awesome. New fish or?
Nice. It's going to customers.
Are these online orders?
Yes.
Oh, wow. There's a ton of really awesome displays in here. Here's another drop-off tank. Look at this beautiful red carpet anemone. There was a clownfish in there just a second ago, but we accidentally scared him and he, there he goes. Oh, I'm not here to hurt you. Oh, there he is. He just poked his head out. How much is this red carpet coral?
Around $500.
$500. That's actually not bad. I feel like that would go for a lot more in America. This entire wall here is for saltwater fish. These are some of my favorites. These are cowfish. Taylor Nicole Dean used to call hers cheese. And ever since then, when I see these fish, I can't think of anything but a block of cheese. This is a grouper. We have a big saltwater porcupine pufferfish. Tons of blue tangs and clownfish. And then we got some really cool triggerfish over here. Guys, oh my God. There's so much coral. This has got to be one of the best saltwater fish stores I've ever been in. This entire tank is full of SPS colonies. Oh, okay, so over here they actually do have a freshwater section. Guppies, nanofish. Wow, another amazing display tank right here. These are the kinds of tanks that when you walk in a fish store, inspire you to want to set up a saltwater aquarium. A massive one right here. This one is also very cool. Love this green Nepthia coral. And finally, this last one over here. Now, it seems like they love to make these ledges and cliffs in every single one of these tanks. You can see this big colony of Duncan corals just looks like it's floating almost in midair. The coral's getting pretty close to the surface, almost growing outside of the tank. By the way, if you're hearing noises in the background, it's this air conditioner is broken. The air conditioner's broken.
Yeah. Temperature too high. This is something very big problem.
If you don't fix it, you know, all this coral's gonna die.
Yeah.
Since we arrived at this store, they've just been yelling at each other about trying to fix this air conditioner. Have you heard of Aquashella?
No.
It's an event. It's like an expo in America. QA? It's America's largest aquarium expo. Saltwater and freshwater. Maybe you guys can come someday. I don't know. Apparently no one in Korea has ever heard of Aquashella. It's okay, we got new territories to cover then, I guess. Make sure to click right here to watch another exotic tours like this around the world.